So here we are, session
Oh, that was.
14.
You almost forgot the gnome.
No, I was waiting for comments. Session 14. In the last episode, session whatever, we spent the day looking around Crossroads. We found a fighting pit and a bounty board, and Sam found the mafia.
And she found the mafia.
And we fought in the fighting pit, and that was fun. We met a couple of new folks. The group then split off. Well, the group went off to go to the bounty board, and Sam, as Sam does, splits off from the party and went to go talk to the mafia, and had some fairly harsh news explained to her about leaving the mafia and coming back to the mafia.
That's an understatement.
Meanwhile, the party went to the bounty board, and their options were a missing child, what was it? Exterminators needed.
Yeah.
And a red dragon. Yeah. And because this is the Fool's Legacy party, we went for the baby instead of the dragon, and that's fine.
Shut up! A dragon is hard.
Anyway, you all ended up taking all of the jobs, and you went to see what the exterminator thing was all about, and you found Nick, and he needed a favor, and he sweetened the deal quite a bit and explained himself, and now you guys are friends? ? Asterisk.
I mean, he's all right.
But he wants you guys to fuck over the mafia that chapter that is stationed in this city so that he can bounce because they want him dead. Which Sam found out very quickly. So you guys agreed to do that, and then we wrapped up by going and checking out the missing kid incident, and you talked to the parents, and you talked to the kids, and you found out that the child... Did I give him a name?
Fuck.
It's Marcus.
Yes!
The child, Marcus...
I have that written down.
The kid Marcus was maybe abducted by someone the kids called Grandma Bags.
Grandma Bags.
Who was an elf that helped children out, brought snacks and waters, and showed magic tricks. And now Marcus is gone.
Ooh, totally not.
And we pick up outside of the city walls, following some tracks that turn into grass that turn into tracks.
Yeah, that was confusing. They phase in
is
and out.
Is it magical, or is it just?
Well, now that Flan, the person who knows magic, is here, she can make an Arcana check to see what the fuck is going on.
Oh, that's
I'm
a
gonna
6.
be concerned if this Grandma Bags lady eats children.
It's magic.
Yeah, I'm getting some Baba Yaga vibes here.
It's magic. That's all you know.
And it changes as we look at it.
Yeah, it's hard to focus on, and you look at it and it'll look like footprints for a second, and then it'll flicker and just be normal grass, and then it'll flicker again and you'll see
kind
footprints.
Kind of like with the Displacer Beast kind of situation, kind of.
Not quite. Almost like your brain wants you to see one thing, but it's physically it's something else.
So it goes outside the gate. Where does it does it lead to anywhere specific? Is it just a fucking open?
Do you want to follow the tracks?
Are we following the tracks? I thought we were already following the tracks.
You are looking at the tracks currently. You aren't following them. You just know where they are. You know that they're heading somewhere into the forest. But if you want to follow them, you'll need to make a survival check at disadvantage. They are flickering. You can hardly see the tracks and keep track of them as is.
Who wants to leave?
I'll do it.
All right, make me a survival check at disadvantage.
That's 10.
Okay, so you get the party to follow you, and you all trek into the woods, and you spend the better part of half an hour going through following these tracks, and Jen is taking point, so you all assume that you're going the right way. And, Flan, you notice that you've passed this weird looking rock already, but you think, well, it's probably just weird looking rocks in the forest. It's fine, and you keep walking, and you all trudge on through the forest for 2 hours before realizing you've gotten nowhere.
Oh boy.
Are we completely lost, or is it we went in a circle?
You guys have essentially been running around in a circle for the past 2 hours.
Can I try to
Anybody who wants to make the check makes a survival roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
I had a pretty good roll my other time.
No, that's a nat 1.
So Flan, You look, and you've got this. You have the tracks down, and you start following them, and you all follow Flan, and then you look up, and you're at the city gates again.
No.
Huh.
Jen just kind of pats her on the back. It's okay, man. We're
I
already
try?
spending more time.
Sam,
Go
you want
right
to try?
ahead.
Yeah.
Make me a survival roll at disadvantage.
6.
You all
Oi.
are certain that Sam has this. You couldn't possibly fuck up 3 times. And you all wander the woods again for another 2 hours. It is starting to get dark out.
Maya, you want to try this out?
Maya shakes her head.
She's like,
Can Jen try again?
Everybody make me an intelligence check.
that's another
12.
one.
Flan, you're sleepy. You aren't doing much thinking.
12.
A 12, Sam?
I'm really tired right now.
Cool, you got better than Maya. So, Sam, it comes to your attention that if something magic is fucking up these tracks, you could either try to track the magic or break the magic.
Break the magic.
You aren't
Yeah,
sure
no
how
problem.
you would do that specifically, but you have a mage in your party. She could know. She is also very sleepy.
I don't know Jack.
Leia
I'll
does
turn
not,
to
but an
Flan.
Arcana check could.
I already made an Arcana check.
Well, you can, yeah, but you try to figure out what this is, not to try to fucking break it.
Yeah, me.
I'll turn to Flan, and since I notice that she's sleepy,
Uh-huh.
I'll put my hands on both sides of her face to make sure she's paying attention to me. Can you break or track magic?
I think I could try to track it.
Flan, you know that if you have detect magic, you could use that to follow magic for up to 10 minutes, or you
But
could
I don't
try
have that
Okay.
spell.
Well, I wasn't sure if you did or not.
No.
You also know that you can try to break magic.
I literally don't think I have anything for that.
An Arcana check.
19.
Flan, Sam's words send you into a Jimmy Neutron style brain blast.
No.
And inspiration courses through your head, and you like look at the tracks again, and you can start picking apart the various like lines of magic and where they go, and you like pull out your wand and you start fucking with the weave,
The weave?
and you all see like a small bit of light emanating from the tip of the wand as she's seemingly just moving it around through the air, and then you all see a spark and some smoke,
Ooh.
and the tracks plant themselves firmly in the ground.
I was about to ask if that supposed to happen, but I'm guessing it was because
Wow.
now we
You
can
feel
see it.
you've broken the magical effect,
Okay.
but it is real dark.
Yeah, all the best things happen in the dark, right? Let's do it anyway.
I mean, y'all wanna rest first, or like, I mean,
Oh yeah.
We could-
Oh, I just now looked at my character.
what?
I just now looked at my character sheet and saw how little hit points I have. So yeah.
You all could spend the night and recover.
Yeah.
You think that these tracks, if they've been out this long, they'll be out tomorrow.
Yeah.
True.
We should go back. I'm really tired.
That sounds like a good idea. We've all had quite the day, haven't we? It's not a lie.
Is it a lie?
So you all could go and have a bedtime. Jen, why is your hit points low? We had a long rest after talking to
Sam.
Nick, didn't
No,
we?
because of the Sam fight.
That was before the Nick thing, and you all had a long rest after that. We went back to
Did we?
Jesse's and
Oh.
remember
Oh.
the attempted schmoozing.
Oh yeah.
So you should be full health.
I mean, Flan's tired.
I'm not gonna say you guys can't sleep, but do know that the passing of time means the passing of time.
So, is there any other reasons why we shouldn't?
It will be really hard to track in the dark. Maya, like, once she sees that it's getting dark, she'll pick up like a rock or something and cast a light cantrip on it.
She has that?
Okay.
She does.
Oh.
It's an Azamar thing.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, yay.
So you guys have a source of light, but you do know that, like, a flashlight doesn't make necessarily tracking things at night any easier.
We'll get to it eventually.
Alright. So are we going or are we resting?
Let's
You
go.
guys
It's a
up for
lost
this?
kid.
It's already been like a week or so.
Yes.
So.
It has been a week.
I don't know. Sooner the
Times-
better.
Yeah. Sooner is definitely the better.
Alright. Sam.
I want to find the kid.
Alright, so who's taking point?
I'll do it again.
Roll
Since
me
it
a
worked
survival
so great
check.
last time. What?
Roll me a survival
Survival?
check. Just straight roll this time. No disadvantage.
Yay! That is 21.
Okay, thankfully you have dark vision, and the light helps this as well. So you are able to start tracking your way through the woods. You are stepping over branches, and you all, as you look around, you notice that there are other markers of travel through here. You see some notch marks in trees through the bark, cut like branches or like paths through bushes. And as you continue to walk, you all feel colder than normal. The air around you, it's getting colder, and not just in the way that night gets colder. It's like kind of shivers up your spine cold.
Is it like?
Were
Does
those
it feel unnatural? Like
Like magical in nature.
Everybody make me an Arcana check to see if it's magical.
the slash marks you were talking about?
Uh-huh.
Were those animal?
Make me a investigation or a nature check to see if you know that if they're an animal or not.
Yeah, Jen's gonna check that out too.
Okay.
I got a 14 for the Arcana check.
Okay.
You got higher than me. I got a 10.
17 for the nature check.
Okay, so with the Arcana checks, neither of you are quite sure. It could just be residual nerves. That could be the sounds coming from the forest are fucking you up. You aren't sure. Nothing immediately magical. Sam, as you look at the trees, you notice that one, they're much too high to be any passing animal, and they seem deliberately made with like a dagger to mark like I've been here, don't go back here. Kind of like you know how like if you're running along a trail and you don't want to get lost, you like almost like a trail of breadcrumbs,
Yeah,
but
I
not
figured.
breadcrumbs.
Did you already describe like were these human looking footsteps or were they more monster?
They were human looking.
Okay, and is there like a specific size that they were, or just normal ass fucking?
They look like feet size. They look like
and
feet
there's
size.
only one fucking.
It's one
trail.
set of footprints.
Okay.
I think we should start sneaking, guys.
Why you say that? Also,
I'll point to the slash marks. I got a natural 20 for stealth,
Okay.
+6.
Okay. Flan, do you want to make a stealth check?
I don't get an advantage on stealth. They just have a disadvantage.
You
seeing
also
me.
get advantage, and
Really?
they get disadvantage.
Well, oh,
Yeah, you
So-
get advantage to stealth, and they get disadvantage to see you.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, so Sam, you're quiet as night. It's silent. You all can barely hear Sam. The rest of you are stepping on twigs and branches, and Jen, as you walk forward, you hear like a yelp, and you look at your feet, and you saw that you stepped on the tail of a squirrel, and it's running up the tree.
I've never heard a squirrel yell.
sorry, squirrel.
And you all can continue on, though. What's everybody's passive perception?
13.
14.
Oh shit! I didn't see that. Okay, 9.
Okay, so yeah, you all continue to move forward.
Hey.
You follow the tracks, and Sam, you notice that there's mist here now? And there wasn't mist on the ground when you were walking in. It could just be, like, nights getting colder, but it's getting harder to see as the mist grows within the forest.
Oh dear.
And then, Sam, you can't hear anyone else.
Oh.
You can't hear the armor clanking.
It just stops
You can't hear
all of a sudden.
the twigs snapping. You hear crickets, and you hear owls, and the wind through the trees, but you don't hear your friends. And to Flan, you don't hear anything either.
No.
The armor's gone, and it's just the forest. And Jen, you too.
Oh no.
You don't hear anything.
But do we see each
Can
other?
we hear each
No.
You all see mist. Incredibly thick, obscuring your vision.
Okay.
Rising higher and higher to the point where you can't even see the trees.
Ugh.
Sam,
Oh.
where was a moment you felt truly and utterly defeated?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Christ Jesus. Oh my god.
Oh my
Um, the day they couldn't save someone close to them.
You are... Where did this happen? Paint me a picture.
Probably during a job and spade.
Alright. You are in an alleyway. It is dark and raining. And you can hear the guard running the opposite direction. You know when this is. You know where you are. You know that someone got left behind. And that's where you are. Jen, when was some time you felt truly and utterly defeated?
You can take
When
your
she
time.
came back to her station to find that a normal day, even on normal days, bad things can happen.
Okay. You, Jen, are in a debriefing room. The table has been flipped. There are papers strewn about the floor. One of them is a sheet, a report, with a small drawing of one of your squad mates. The room is trashed, like a bull ran through a china shop. And you know where you are, and when you are. Flan, when was a moment you felt truly and utterly defeated?
When Flan was stripped of all her belongings and kicked out of her home city, I'd say.
Flan, you're outside of your home in Pieta. The door behind you is locked, and you see silhouettes in the windows, very familiar silhouettes. The sky is overcast. You know what today is. You know that you have to leave.
Yeah.
And you look back at your house and at the figures in the window. And you turn your eyes down and you turn to walk away because you know there's no more going back. And you see a woman standing in front of you. She is tall and beautiful. Her long raven hair cascades well over her shoulders across a fairly worn but nicely made robe. She has long black fingernails, painted, not rotten, and a wickedly alluring smile. The red of her lips curls as she looks at you and says, "Well, I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. And Sam, you turn. You see a woman matching the same description. And she walks up to you in the rain and says, "Was it cowardice or selfishness that made you leave them behind?" And Jen, you see the same woman enter from the door behind you. And she shuts it and says, "Utterly weak. Pathetic. And here I thought clubs were supposed to be the best of the best. I want you all to roll me initiative."
I fucking... Holy shit. Holy shit, guy. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
That's a 9.
That's an 8.
Wow.
7.
A 9, an 8, and a 7, huh?
17.
17. Okay, so you all are going second.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to start with Sam. Sam, you see this woman pull apart like a flap of her robe, and underneath it you see like a pair of trousers, and it's clothing. But at her hip is a sword made of what seems to be stars.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It is a perfectly sharpened sheet of black glass with white twinkles flickering in and out, and like a gas almost emanating from the blade. And she draws it, and she sticks her hand out to you, and she curls her fingers up in a beckoning motion, and you feel the rain in front of you freeze in place, and it starts to stick to your skin.
What the fuck?
And you feel slower than normal. You now have disadvantage on dexterity checks as you are hexed. I also want you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
So
Plus 3.
she moves forward to attack you with her blade, and for a moment, the swing doesn't register in your mind. The blade itself shifts and warps throughout space as if it's not really there. And you shake your head and you blink your eyes and it focuses, and the blade is back to where it's supposed to be. You won't take any extra damage from this, and you are immune to this effect for 24 hours. But she's still going to swing. And does a 16 hit your AC?
No.
You are able to just barely slide out of the way, and you strike her wrist as she attacks, and you're able to push the blade away from you. Flan, she gives a kind of coy smile, and she snaps her fingers, and you see frost start to just drape from her robe and cling to her body, and you see an ethereal suit of armor freeze above her. And she looks at you and just kind of waits. She cast a spell.
Okay.
Jen,
I don't like this. I don't like it.
Oh no.
she looks at you and smiles and begins to laugh and says, "You know, I think I'm going to enjoy this particularly." And she snaps her fingers, and I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
18.
You feel your joints beginning to lock up, unable to move, but you calm yourself and you steady your breathing, and your body begins to shake off the effects of this spell, and you're able to move again. Just barely. And you look at her and she seems annoyed that her spell found no purchase. But she also reaches behind her cloak or her robe and pulls out a very wicked-looking sword. Similar in description to the one I described earlier. Flan, it's your turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
You rolled a 9, right?
Yeah, but Grace rolled a
7.
17?
17, you're right. I'm so sorry. So, Sam, it is your turn.
I don't know if I want to talk or just fight.
Well, she wants to fight, clearly.
Damn.
I'm just gonna whack her with my quarterstaff.
Go for it. Roll the attack.
9.
Yeah, you go in and she... Like, you wind up for this swing. Unfortunately, you wind up for this swing, so she kind of sidesteps out of the way and pushes you on the back forward, making you stumble a bit. You miss this attack. Do you do anything else?
I'm gonna spend a key point and go into patient defense.
Okay, so you're able to catch yourself from this stumble, and you assume a form that's very familiar to you, and you begin to sway a little to throw off her vision and her attacks against you. Flan, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I cast Chromatic Orb with, let's say, acid damage? 16?
That hits.
Okay. And then, I don't add anything to that, right?
No.
Okay. 16?
Alright, so you lob this ball of acid, and it shatters against her skin, and you see it, like, start to dig through the robes and into her skin, and some of it starts getting raw, and she looks very, like, hurt by that, but... you see it also start to dig through the armor that she put through herself.
Uh-oh.
She cast Armor of Agathis.
I figured that's what it was.
Freaking love Armor of Agathis.
Okay,
It's so good.
it starts to, like, hit her skin, but as the armor dissipates, you see it cool the wounds.
Oh.
And whatever you did does not seem to have hurt very much.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, you feel a cold sensation rocket through your core, and you take 15 points of cold damage.
That's half of my fucking health.
That was her spell.
Wow. I'm gonna fucking die. Can I cast healing on myself?
Yeah,
Okay.
but then she'll have a free turn to hit you. So.
I have a potion. But...
Jen, it's your turn.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
You're supposed to be.
I don't like it. He's scary. I don't fucking like it. Guy.
It's supposed to be scary.
No.
Well, congratulations.
Jen, it's your turn.
I hate this.
I'm just gonna go up to her and stab her with my glaive.
Go for it.
Yeah. That probably doesn't hit. That's an 11.
No, you go and try to swing at her, but she quickly she already had her blade out for you, so she like parries your strike and pushes it to the side. So you don't find any purchase with your attack. It's her turn again. Sam, she's gonna try and swing at you once again. She wants to cut you pretty bad. Does a 17 hit your AC?
Yes.
So the sword, you feel it swing and cut, like you feel it. You don't feel it go through you. Instead, your head. You have the worst migraine you've ever could imagine. You take 9 points of psychic damage as this blade cuts through you, but doesn't leave any physical wounds. Your brain it hurts trying to comprehend this. Flan,
I don't know what the fuck.
she looks upset that her armor is already gone. So she's going to draw her sword.
Oh wait, her armor's just gone. So
Yeah,
it can't do that weird thing again?
Yeah, you seem to have broken through it.
Oh my god.
And you did do a little bit of damage to her, but it's not entirely...
A little bit.
Not entirely
I
done.
mean... what the fuck?
So, I want you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
As she...
Now what?
Ooh.
Okay. She says, I suggest you just give up, darling. This will make it easier on all of us. And you feel so defeated. You look at her, and you gave her your best shot with that chromatic orb, and she hardly looks touched. Instead, you got hurt.
Yeah.
You
Bad.
You throw your rapier to the side, you drop your wand,
Are you fucking kidding me?
and you fall to your knees. You have been suggested.
I don't know what that
Suggestion
means for
is a
anything.
fun spell.
Fun spell. Very fun.
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed. You have advantage. Roll again. Or
I
remove
was
its effect.
gonna say.
Are you fucking
You're a half elf.
He's a half elf.
nat 20?
Yep, that's it. So
Glad you checked that out.
you toss the rapier aside and you kneel, and she just smiles very happily, and she walks towards you and she draws the sword and she's about to go in for a strike, and you twitch your hand a little bit and your mage hand rockets your rapier back into your hands. I'm going to give you a chance to attack her at advantage with a surprise with that nat 20.
Okay. Oh, Christ Jesus. Christ Jesus. That's not gonna hit. It's like a 9 to hit. Fuck.
So she winds up the swing, and you grab your rapier and you thrust it forward as fast as you can, and she just barely manages to catch it out of the way. You see her project some force out of her hands, and it would have hit, but it just pushes you away.
Holy crap.
And she looks shocked, and then notices your ears, and you hear her mutter a curse under her breath.
As if that wasn't noticeable to begin with.
Yeah.
She wasn't paying too much attention.
Tried that on the wrong person.
Oh my
Jen,
god. Thank God for that fucking
fucking
advantage.
half elves and their advantage against being charmed.
Yeah.
Damn it!
I'm like, wait a second. Oh boy.
Jen,
Yeah.
the woman, like, kicks up some of the papers on the floor, and you see them freeze as well, and they start to latch onto your arms, and they feel like they're weighing you down. You will have disadvantage on strength checks as you are hexed, and she's gonna swing at you. She hits. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 4.
So, Jen, you see her arm wind up, but the blade is missing. It's just a hilt, and then you feel searing hot iron race through your mind, and you look, and the blade is already cut through you, but you can still barely see it. You see it flicker in and out. You can't keep track of where this sword is. You are going to take a little extra damage from this attack. You take 8 points of psychic damage. And you cannot see the blade coming at you. Sam, it's your turn. Oh, wait, fuck, she has a hex. I forgot. Okay, well, I'll do it next turn. Okay.
What?
She's supposed to do more damage, but I forgot it, and I'm not
Yeah,
going to do
I'm
it
like,
retroactively.
Oh.
Not so much.
Damn.
So, Sam, it's your turn.
You have been saved.
Can I ask her something?
If you want to.
I'm not. That sounds like a stupid idea. I'm just gonna go again with my quarterstaff.
Yeah.
If you want
Does
to ask her a
any-
question, by all means, you can ask her a question.
No.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit though?
Yeah, it hits.
I sure
Okay.
hope.
You
I sure hope
you
it
whack her like right in the ribs with your quarterstaff. Are you going to use your bonus action to hit her again, or?
Yes.
All right, so roll that as well.
22.
All right. Is it just the one bonus action attack, or are you flurry of blowsing?
Why not?
Roll again. One more.
11.
That one misses. So you crack her in the ribs with your quarterstaff, and you use that momentum to bring your other elbow right across her, like the side of her head, and you go in for one into her gut again, and she's able to like recoil back from your hits, and the force you put was a little much, so she's able to avoid the last hit. But roll me two of those hits.
I have so much anxiety right now. It's unbelievable. I'm like panicking right now, guys.
14.
too.
Okay, is that total?
Yeah.
Alright, so ouch. And you feel that the rain that was stuck to you now just falls off your skin as if it was no longer stuck. You don't feel slow anymore either. You are no longer hexed. She broke concentration.
Does
Flan,
she?
it's... Oh, yes?
Okay.
No, you were saying?
Does she look like she's ready to like talk or something?
She looks angry. You hit her in,
Okay.
in the tummy with a quarterstaff.
Never mind.
Flan, it's your turn.
That's why.
Can I bonus action disengage and
Uh-huh.
move 30 feet back?
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to try to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
If possible.
Roll it.
Okay. 20 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
You hit, and it's 1d10 fire damage. So,
Yeah, and as you shoot this bolt of fire, you see a bruise on her face that wasn't there before.
yeah,
And
I figure.
She's clutching her stomach.
Okay. That's a 7. Plus, wait, I don't add anything.
No, plus nothing. So, you hit her square in the face with this firebolt, and you see her eyebrows are singed off. And Jen, you see her eyebrows are gone. And Sam, you see her eyebrows are gone. And she looks very upset at you now. Jen, it's your turn. This
Yeah.
lady has a bruise on her face and has no eyebrows anymore.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Jen is hardcore laughing right now. He may be in a delirium and scared as all hell, but something that funny. Gotta laugh at that. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna try and hit her with the glaive, I guess.
Roll it.
I had things to say, but now they're not relevant anymore. Gosh, man. 12 to hit, I imagine, probably doesn't hit.
A 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bring it down, and almost as if this were child's play, she parries your blade again, and she's like, looks as almost as if like this is a game to her. She doesn't seem to be taking you seriously.
Jen is frustrated and she's gonna action charge because she just wanna hit something.
Okay.
This lady is frustrating.
What's the range?
At 19 to hit.
So you bring your glaive in to strike at her, and she sees this coming, and she sees that you're very upset, and she just she pops a smirk, and she puts her hand up, and you see a wall of force catch your glaive and bounce it off as you swing, and she says,
19?
I'm the one that has fun here.
Yeah, well, this all sounds like. the
She
kind
cast
of
shield.
methods that- What?
She cast shield,
Yeah.
so her AC went up
I
by
know.
5 and caused a
Okay.
19 to miss.
Well, Jen's still gonna say that. As powerful as it looks, still looks like the methods of a cowardly person.
she like she turns her nose up at you and seems disgusted that you would even say such a thing. It's her turn again.
Yeah.
So Sam, she's just gonna keep on keeping on and try to hit you with her sword. But an 8 misses, don't it?
Yeah.
So you're able to see this one coming, and you just kind of like knock her wrist out of the way as she's swinging, and she seems to be getting frustrated. Flan, she brings her sword up to her face and then swipes it in the air, and you see a bolt of purple energy slice its way through the air towards you.
Ooh.
She cast Eldritch Blast.
Ooh.
Does a 13?
No.
So you're able to just like duck and roll out of the way, but you see it hit the house, and it shatters a bunch of the glass that was in one of the windows.
Damn. Okay.
And you look inside and you see that the silhouettes are indeed just silhouettes. They're like little shadowy blobs.
Okay. Interesting.
Jen. Oh, and then she runs up 30 feet to meet you. She wants to be in your face still.
Of course.
Jen, she is going to try and hit you with her sword because it worked last time. Does a 17 hit?
Oh, come on.
D6.
Yes, just barely.
So she like runs forward and just kind of pushes your glaive arm down and out of the way, and she uses that momentum to hop a little bit and stab straight through your armor, and you see it pierce through your back, but your spine feels fine. But you still
I like the rhymes.
You still take
Enough, this is serious.
14 points of psychic damage. Sam, it's your turn.
Also, what's the disadvantages again?
On strength checks,
Strength check.
as you are currently hexed.
You said her eyebrows got singed off, right?
Well, you didn't see them get singed off, but she
You
doesn't
just saw
have them anymore.
You saw them disappear. Like
Yeah.
Ma'am, you know you don't have eyebrows anymore, right?
She doesn't even respond.
Okay. I'll go to hit her with
Mona
my
Lisa.
quarterstaff again.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, that hits. She's a warlock.
5 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Can I bonus action patient's defense? Or
It
do I
costs
have
a
to...
key point.
Key point? Okay.
That's what patient defense is for. It lets you take the dodge action as a bonus action.
Okay.
So you patient defense again?
Yes.
Alright, so you make your little comment, and then you just kind of jab her in the gut with your quarterstaff and push her out. And you take up a defensive stance, and she does not seem to be having a great time. But she is still there. Flan, she's up in your face.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Bonus action disengage, but
Okay.
yeah, and I'm gonna move 30 feet away.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to cast Dissonant Whispers. You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
She got a 13. Does that save?
Wait, how do I... I'm sorry, I don't know how the fuck... Yeah, but on a successful save, the target takes half as much damage.
Right, so we're with 3d6, and I will... It's 3d6, right?
Yeah.
And I'll take whatever that damage is halved.
Okay, so it's 9. Divided by 2.
9?
Yeah, just 4 or 5.
Alright, so you whisper your message, and she, like, puts a hand up to her ear, and it almost looks like she's listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
And she like, stops and opens her eyes, and she looks at you, and she stifles a laugh, and says, "Oh, well, that was cute." And normally she would have taken 4 damage, but even that doesn't seem to go all the way through.
Wow.
She seems to be resistant to psychic damage.
Okay.
Of course.
So
this one away.
she winces a little bit, but it's definitely nowhere near as effective as you thought it would be.
I was just doing that so she gets away from me, but she didn't get away from me, so...
Jen, it's your turn. You see that a tiny bit of blood trickles from her ears, and she just, like, wipes it away and flicks it onto the ground.
Does Jen notice that?
It was, like, she clearly made that motion, so...
Okay. Gonna attack again, but it's gonna be... gonna use the bonus action first to do a fainting attack.
What does that do again?
It's basically like a fake attack to give advantage to the actual attack.
Okay, so you're giving yourself advantage?
Yeah.
Alright, roll it.
Okay. That is not natural 20 to hit.
Yeah, you carve into her with the glaive. Roll your damage.
Okay. That's 3 damage.
Hold on, what?
Both my D10 and my D8 superiority dice, both of them were a 1. So that's 2.
You have way more than a +1 strength.
So how much is that again?
How high is your strength?
3.
So it would be 3 plus 3.
6.
Alright, you deal 6 damage.
Yay.
So you're able to connect this time, but it only really, like, catches her slightly in the shoulder. And she winces at the pain, but it's not as solid of a hit as you'd like.
Yeah.
It's her turn this time.
Yeah.
Oi.
And
Oi, bae.
And Sam, she seems to have a one-track mind on you. I need to make her concentration save for Jen. Yeah, so you're still hexed, Jen. But Sam, she's going to swing out with her sword, try and hit you.
Sword.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of psychic damage. And seeing how you seem very much a close-range fighter, she takes a small step back and snaps her fingers, and she vanishes in a puff of mist. And then 30 feet down the alleyway, she reappears again. And she starts to take more steps backwards. She is now 50 feet away from you.
Oh no.
Alright. Flan, seeing as you moved away again, she is going to try and Eldritch Blast you again. So she carves into the sky, and another slice of purple energy rockets its way towards you. But a 9 misses.
Thank the Lord Jesus
So
Christ.
it goes, and you, like, it looks like it's headed dead on for you, and you, like, flinch, and then it rockets past your ear, and you just see it, like, careen into the sky and out of sight, and she huffs and, like, trots her way back towards you. She's in your face again. Jen,
Yeah.
she's gonna try and hit you with her sword, because that seems to be working fairly well.
Doesn't need to do all those fancy tricks.
13 misses, though, right?
Yeah.
So, since the other two, like, blades have seemed to have phased through you, you're trying to get a handle more on where her arm is, not the sword, and you're able to, like, put her in a block as she starts swinging towards you, and she can't get the blade to connect. Sam, it's your turn.
I'll move 40 feet up to her.
Alright, she's still 10 feet away.
Yeah. Can I throw the whiskey that I got from the brewery that was disgusting at her?
Yes? Make an improvised attack roll, so just roll a d20 and add your dexterity, no proficiency bonus. Because you aren't a
Okay.
tavern brawler, right?
No.
Yeah, so...
20, not natural.
Yeah, you bean her in the side of the head with a bottle of whiskey. Roll me a d4.
5.
Alright, that was plus your dex.
Yes.
So, It's raining, and she is just slightly out of reach, and you dig around in your bag for something to throw at her, and you like find your darts, and you're like, nah. And you move around, and you find like a dagger, and you're like, nah. And you reach your like hands around the bottle of whiskey, and you look at it, and you kiss it for good luck, and you flip it over, and you chuck it at her, and it just hits her in the side of the head, and like, ah. She looks at you very confused, like, what the fuck did you just do to me? And she rubs the side of her head, and you all can see a small indent appear on the side of her head.
Damn.
Flan, it's your turn. She's in your face again.
I know she's gonna keep trying to get in my face, so I'm just gonna, like... I'm gonna do a close range attack. I'm gonna try to attack with my rapier.
Roll it.
Okay. 12 doesn't, I don't think.
So you stab forward, and finally for you... Or no, she already has her sword out, so she is able to just push it out of the way.
Yeah.
And, like, even push you to the side, throwing you around.
Wow!
She doesn't seem to be taking this combat very seriously for any of you, except for maybe Sam, because Sam can reliably hit her.
Yeah.
But your attack doesn't make any headway. Do you do anything else?
Is it possible to go in with the fucking dagger as a bonus action?
Yep.
I forget how you do that. Okay.
You just
Over here
roll an attack
first.
again, yeah.
14?
You go, and this one, like, you seem to have the edge a little bit, but she's able to just barely step out of the way. You think if you were just one more bit closer...
1 point up.
Her AC is 15.
Christ.
So you just missed.
Okay.
Jen, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Well-
fucked.
Gonna do the same thing and hit her with a glaive again.
Alright, roll it.
13 to hit.
No. She...
No.
You have a big weapon in a kind of enclosed room, so your swinging arcs are very limited. She's using that to her advantage, just kind of bobbing and weaving out of the way of your swings. She seems to be having a great time. It's her turn
Bonus
again.
Bonus action, second wind, so that I can get some more health.
Sure.
Okay, I get 5 hit points back.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah, I did.
Jesus Christ.
God.
Okay. Well, you recover 5 hit points.
It's something.
Question, I forgot how this works. If I attack with my dagger as a bonus action, do I still add the +3, or is it just the straight 1d4?
It's just the dagger
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
You have to take like a specific thing that'll
Okay.
let you add your modifier to damage for an offhand attack. So Sam, this lady takes off in a sprint 30 feet away from you, and she's going to, as she runs backwards, she's going to turn around and carve in the air at you and shoot an Eldritch Blast towards you. 15?
Nope.
So it sails right past you. You're able to duck out of the way as it moves past you and shatters against the brick behind you.
Slaps roof of lady. This bitch can fit so much Eldritch Blast in it.
That's just any warlock.
That
Homie's
is
got
warlock
2
for
slots.
you. That is basically warlock.
And she tries to, pace them, but she's wasted them against most of you already. So, Flan, since you are in her face already, she's just going to try and bring her sword down and cut into you. But a 9 misses! So, you're shorter than she expects a half-elf to be, so she swings high, and, like, you feel the wind brush across your beret a little bit, but she realizes that she swung too high, and she looks down and says, fine. Jen, she's gonna try and hit you, because that's all she's got. 21's gonna hit.
Yeah.
I
I react to that this time.
What do you do?
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, so she will have to make a dexterity saving throw. You save your damage. Hold on. 15 points of psychic damage. 4 to you. And she will make her dex save. An 8's not gonna do it.
Yeah, not.
So how much damage does she take?
That is 18 points of damage.
So you see flames coat her, and all of you at once see her like throw her hands up and shriek in pain as you all can see flickers of fire course across her body.
Oh. Oh.
And
Jen
she
is
looks
mad.
at you, one, shocked, and two, a little impressed. And she backs away and plants her sword in the ground. And you all see, like, she does this for all of you at the same time. She steps away, seemingly from nothing for Flan and for Sam. She plants her sword in the ground and begins to sink into the floor. And she disappears. And the rooms and the spaces around you begin to fill with mist again. And you all hear the forest again.
She just fucking...
And the mist dies down. And you all see your friends, battered and bruised.
Jen just...
So she's just fucking gone.
Jen
She's
just kind
gone.
of collapsed to the floor. That was too much. That was too much. And she's...
Maya also looks
not-
battered and bruised, but she seems to be doing okay.
Is the bottle of whiskey okay?
It's gone.
Dang.
Oh my god.
Pull out my other bottle of alcohol and drink.
I know what happened for me, but what happened for you guys? Same crazy chick?
Maya nods.
Yeah. I missed a bunch. It wasn't good.
I probably missed more. I sucked a lot. She didn't even need to use She didn't even need to use magic on me.
I mean, she cast a bunch of spells at you.
True, but not much.
Jen, you notice that there are still papers stuck to you.
Come on. Jen's gonna try and rip them off. She's just
You
really
can't.
frustrated.
They tear your skin with them. If you really tried to, you'd be ripping your own skin off.
Yeah.
Wait, what are the fucking papers?
You see, because it's cold and it's wet, it's hard to read. The ink is like bleeding through, but it looks like a picture of a guy. It's like a drawing, hard to make out his features, and there's a bunch of words. Some of them are in red, some of them are in black.
Okay.
I don't know if that
I
lady
want to
was...
look for tracks.
They're still there, and the fog has dissipated.
Would it be dangerous to just, like, fucking set up camp in the woods?
Jen doesn't
Given
care,
that
she's
you
not
all
there
were
for
walking through the woods with your guards up and it all managed to get
Yeah.
separated by a weird magic lady, it wouldn't be the safest to sleep here, but you could maybe take an hour.
You do know Jen is at 4 hit points right now, right?
You want to try and take a long rest? Be my guest.
It's probably not
That's
gonna
gonna be a disaster. Here,
Actually, Jen's just gonna take out one of her health potions
Oh.
and just take a big spit.
okay.
Roll those hit points.
9 hit points added.
Congratulations, you're at 13.
I'm at 15. Let's hope that the fucking hit dice carry us.
Yeah, man.
Are we taking a short rest?
I want to.
Jen's
Who wants to take watch?
not Jen.
Sam will
He's
take
already-
watch.
Roll me a perception check as you all take this short rest.
20.
Okay. You're able to keep the party safe. You, like, tell them to hush if you hear the occasional snapping of twigs and movement throughout the forest, but nothing comes too close. Everybody can roll me their hit dice to heal. So you all were able to take a quick power nap, take a breather, and just get yourselves focused again.
Ooh.
Jen, throughout the rest, you heard these strange whispers. You don't quite understand them. Occasionally you heard a word or two in infernal stuff like watch and prepare. But about most of the way through the rest, you notice that the papers slough off and just fall off of your body, and you can no longer hear the whispers. You think that whatever magic this lady cast on you is gone.
Okay. That's good.
What do you all do?
I mean, are we gonna keep following the track?
That's up to y'all. Is this kid worth it?
I mean, it's a
No.
kid.
Jen doesn't think it's worth it. Jen's like, I'm done with this. This was.
Wasn't this job Jen's idea to help the
was.
child?
It was Jen's idea.
Yeah, but it was a bad idea. Like, this was a bad idea.
What do you
We've
all...
already, like, gotten this far. Like, we should just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but next time she might just kill me.
That's adventuring life, baby.
That's just every battle. Like, if we took the dragon battle, like, the same
Obviously.
thing could have happened.
That's why we went. That's why Jen went for the missing kid. She didn't think it'd be so crazy.
It wasn't gonna be easier, and you knew it.
I knew it wasn't gonna be easier. I knew he'd find a way to make it.
Y'all are level 4. I'm not gonna take it easy on you. You got hit points, you got resources, you have some magic items. What are we doing?
But if something like that happens again, like, it's, then we'll turn back. But by that time, it'll be too late.
What are y'all
Do
doing?
we
What's the
even
party
know
doing?
if the
Where are we
lady
going?
is the kid?
Huh?
Do we even know if this lady is connected to the kid?
Well, the kids described Grandma Bags as an elfy
that
lady with
sounds
pretty
like-
black hair. You
And
guys
that
fought
sounds
an
like-
elf lady with pretty black hair.
I know, but when you
Yeah,
described her
but-
outfit, it was like, I forgot what you said.
They said that Grandma Bags wore ratty looking clothes.
Okay.
This lady
But
was
she
wearing
was
much
pretty-
nicer clothes. But she was an elfy lady with pretty black hair.
Okay.
What if one of us disguise ourselves as a kid?
Oh my
Flan-
fucking god.
Flan already looks like a kid.
I'm going to step
Whoa.
outside, grab a glass of water. You all discuss what the plan is. I'm not gonna kibosh any of this. Where's my phone? Here it is. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna get a drink.
She's like a fucking sorcerer. Like, she'll know it's a adult dressed as a kid. Like,
A warlock, not a sorcerer.
warlock. I don't fucking know. Some sort of mage.
We could pull a Loki, like when Loki turned into a snake and stabbed Thor. We could stab the lady.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's Trojan horse this shit.
Let's Trojan horse this chick.
So Flan and Sam could disguise themselves as children.
Okay.
Try to trick Grandma Bags.
Into abducting us.
Yes. Have Jen and Maya in the background, ready to like
Ready
We're
to
not
throw down.
stealthy at all.
pop out of the
But we're like
mouth
the off. We're the
bushes.
stealthy. Like
and
but-
they can be like, surprise, motherfucker.
But that's a
And
really dangerous
stab her.
risk of us, like, Flan and Sam getting separated from the rest of the party.
yeah, but we already were separated. So
Yeah.
what more?
I mean, is it
could
gonna
she-
make a difference whether we go to her disguised or not? Like, either way, it's still the same fight.
Like, she has a lot of different, like, psychological and wisdom and all these, like, mind tricks based stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like
But
having the, like, at least some sense, even if it fails, at least some sense of surprise to her will do much better this time.
and we know she shows up when things get misty.
Yeah.
Have we come up with a plan?
I don't know.
My beautiful players.
We're gonna pull a Loki. You know how Loki disguised himself as a snake?
I don't think
Thor to picking him up and stabbed him.
Mm-hmm. All right. So is that what we're doing?
I don't. I don't agree with this though.
Well,
I
I
feel
don't
like we
agree
should just walk up to her.
Yeah, but we're gonna be doing it anyways, really.
Yeah, and I'm like, I need my last spell slot for healing in case something goes terribly wrong.
Maya says that.
If we get separated again.
Okay. She said, "I have all my slots." So what are we doing?
Is that
Flan
like
can stay
meta
back with
that she knows she has
Jin.
slots?
Oh my gosh, I have all my power. Ay.
If we get separated again, I'm fucked if I don't have like a final fucking
And now
spell
I
slot.
don't have the one thing that actually did anything to her.
Okay, slight change of plan. Flan can stay with Maya and Jen and do the surprise bush thing. And
Wait, how would that work?
Surprise bush. Okay.
Wait, how would that work with Jen then?
Jen can throw a spear.
Yeah, I have those.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sam can disguise himself as a kid and distract Grandma Bags.
Hey Sam, you remember that disguise self, which is this
Oh,
spell
it makes you feel.
on that hat? One can only make you an inch or a foot smaller, and two, the second someone touches you, they're gonna know.
Would she
Yeah.
abduct someone who looked like her?
Would you?
Would I?
Would you?
But I'm a lawful person. She's chaotic something. Chaotic evil.
So you want to know if she would abduct Mini-Me? That's what you
Wait, how
want.
tall was she?
Pretty
Elf
tall.
height, so like 6'5".
I would be a little bit shorter than I'm not gonna do it. I need my last spell slot.
Oh, 1 second. I missed a call. I will be right back. So
Yeah,
what are we
man.
doing?
What was I gonna say? If we burn down the fucking forest, and I'm like, no.
No, it is close to the city. That could be really bad.
Well, hey, if we burn down the forest and then get the city with the mafia, two
Yeah.
birds with one stone.
Yeah, just destroy an entire city in the process.
But there's a wall. There's a stone wall to protect the city, so it's fine if we just
Christian.
make Smokey the Bear real sad because of cars.
Why would you give us a mission that we literally cannot do without fucking something?
There was an encounter. Y'all fought a magic lady,
Yeah.
and she gave up on whatever she was trying to do because you heard her.
Mm-hmm.
So it means we're better than her.
I wouldn't say that. That's
You just had some bad rolls, Abby.
I
Just
had
some
really bad.
rolls.
And she left.
And she left.
Yes.
And
So I
nothing's
think
happened
being
for
on
an
fire
hour.
is not a great thing.
You guys were
we
able
should
to rest
follow
in
her.
safety in the middle of the woods where she knows you guys are. If she could have done something, she probably would have. But
That's
she
a good
didn't.
point. Let's just
There
try
was
this
no
again.
more mist.
She's out of
Alright.
spell slots, guys.
Ay, ay, ay. Here's an adventure full of daring and peril. I don't want to be in danger! Fuck the child! Fuck the kingdoms! It's dangerous! It's supposed to
Well,
be.
I didn't know how many fucking spell slots she
I'm
had.
not allowed to tell you!
Warlocks don't have a lot of spell slots.
I'm not allowed to tell you guys all the
It's
answers.
metagaming, guy. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Sam's gonna follow the track.
Round 2.
Alright.
Yeah.
I say we all go
Well,
together, regardless.
Okay, so Flan, you want to move up to Sam?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I'll
Maya
drop in
joins.
stealth.
Jen, are you with them?
Yep, of course.
You move up 40 feet, it's still woods. You move up another 40 feet, still woods. You keep moving through the woods, and it's still woods for like 20 minutes. And you all crest the tree line, and you see a house built in a clearing.
Oh no, we've been through this before, okay, guys?
There's a small
That
garden
was
with
Jen.
vegetables. They don't seem to be ripe. They seem to be harvested already. So
And
there
Jen
is a
said
light
that,
on,
so.
and smoke comes from the chimney, which is strange because it's 1 in the fucking morning.
I am prepared to set that house on fire.
But there is a house.
Sam's
Yeah,
gonna go knock on the
guys.
door.
No, Sam.
Sam's gonna go do it.
No.
Nothing. And then you wait, and no answer.
Is there a way to like?
Do you want to try the door?
No.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
peek
sure, I'll try
inside.
the door.
There's a window. Inside is a pretty quaint little cozy cottage. There's like a pot on over the fireplace. Looks like somebody's cooking something.
But is anyone in there?
It's empty.
Oh my gosh, no.
She's
Oh.
behind us.
You
Is
better
the
not be
door
that
unlocked?
damn child.
The door is
It's
unlocked. You
locked.
like turn the knob and it opens freely.
I'm not gonna go in.
Sam will go in.
It's a house.
Is there anything out of the ordinary?
What are you looking for?
Trap doors, secret doors, passageways, I guess.
Roll me an investigation or perception check.
Jen's gonna tell Flan to be ready to just set anything on fire at a moment's notice.
Yeah, I kind of.
You want to
19.
ready your tinderbox?
A little bit.
Okay.
I'm
What'd you get,
gonna ready
Sam?
an attack.
19.
So you're rummaging around this house, and
Yeah.
you see that in the lit fireplace, some of the bricks look different. You think that if you snuffed the flames, there might be something back there, and you continue looking around, and you peek in a couple of the drawers, and you find a journal. And you pick it up, and do you open it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll open it.
All right. What languages do you know?
Common and Elvish.
So this language makes no sense to you. You have no idea what this says, but there are multiple pages of some kind of script here.
Do we see that Sam has this? that she's
Sam's
looking
in the house. If y'all didn't go in, you can't really see her.
Oh.
See them.
at? Jen's
I
just
can-
gonna.
I'll pocket the journal
Oh.
Okay.
and I'll go snuff the fire in the fireplace.
Yeah, sure enough, there the bricks, like there's like a rectangle carved into the brick. Some of them are a different color.
Touch the rectangle? Is it like a button?
It's about big enough for somebody if they were crouching to move through. And you touch them, and they give a little. You think if you pushed, you could push this in, and maybe out of the way.
Try push it in.
Yeah, make me an athletics check. It's pretty easy DC, but still.
Natural 20 plus 3.
So, you're a little fed up with this situation already as is, so you limber yourself up for a second, shake your shoulders, and you palm strike the bricks, and they just launch into a hallway, and they hit the ground, and you hear a resounding as they impact into the stone beneath, and you see a corridor
Is it?
leading to a stairwell that goes down.
I'll go down the stairwell.
Well, do you
And we
alert us?
Stealthily.
Roll me a stealth check.
A continuation of
11.
party not knowing what Sam's doing.
Okay, what's your passive perception?
13.
Okay. So you walk through the corridor, and you find a way down into the stairs, and there are stairs. Do you go down the stairs?
Yes, but I'll also send through the sending stone. I'm going down a creepy hallway.
Where? Where's the creepy hallway? This looks
And-
like a small cottage.
I want to check for traps before I go down the corridor.
You walk into the stairs, like you said you did, right?
Yes.
And all of you hear a loud like a loud bang,
Holy shit.
and then a
Gonna
ringing
rush on.
sound, and the rattling of like a tin cup against jail cell bars. A lot of sound happens.
Ooh.
I'm gonna run into the fucking.
Do I hear
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna run
you
into
hear
that.
it. And you look down, Sam, and you notice that you stepped on some silver thread that snapped
Uh-oh.
and seemed to have
Ooh.
caused this sound.
I'll run down the corridor.
Okay. All of you see a small hole in a fireplace that is no longer lit, and Sam rush in. Sam, it's dark as fuck. You can't see anything.
Can I try and light a torch?
Sure. And the torch erupts, and now you can see an underground cavern. It stretches down like it's a hallway almost, a corridor of stone and mud and dirt, and it goes down and it bends to the right a little bit, but you don't really see anything beyond that right now.
Can I? Oh, I want to yell at Marcus, but I don't want to alert.
You think that whatever is down here knows that you're here. That was
Okay,
a
well,
really
that was
loud
a lot of
sound.
noise.
I'll yell out Marcus.
You hear no response.
Okay. What was the room like again?
Right now it's a long corridor of just like mud and stone, and you see like there are a couple of plants and weeds growing underneath it, on in the cracks and in the corners. It goes down about 30 feet and bends to the right.
Okay. I will walk up cautiously towards the bending of the right. Corner.
You look. Are you like stepping out into that bend, or are you just like peeking around the corner?
Peeking around the corner.
Okay, you see that as you look down, light begins to show at the end of another small corridor, but on this small corridor there are a couple of openings. There are two on the left, one on the right, and then one straight ahead.
We'll just go down and meet her.
Do you guys? Do you guys run
Yeah.
after her? Down?
Yeah.
What? Do you run after Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the shithole now.
Can I go peek into the one on the right?
Sure. But I will say that in your looking around, at this point the party's caught up to you.
Okay.
So you all see Sam looking down the corridor.
Okay.
So you're checking the right door?
Yes.
So you pass the first one on the left, and you look into the right one, and you see that inside is a small bed and like a chest at the foot of it. You look around, and there seems to be an altar of some kind with a strange carving on it. And there are a couple of candles scattered around. Right now they are unlit.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a gosh darn sacrifice? I swear.
There is a desk and like a couple of scraps of paper. It looks like somebody would stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go investigate the desk?
Sure. There are a bunch of scraps of paper. They are written in a language you don't understand.
Now I'm curious. But she's
I
so
almost want to
far
check it out too.
You guys can, and you also see these scraps of paper. As
Yeah.
Flan and Jen, do you like look at the desk as well, or are you leaving Sam to cover it?
Yeah.
There were two options for that question, Abby.
Jen's gonna check out the desk too. 'cause
Okay.
Yeah, me too, because I want to see if I understand the
So you both can see that this is written in Infernal.
Yeah.
language.
I
These are
figured.
notes detailing the steps to some kind of ritual, and there's something about requiring
A sacrifice.
a sacrifice. There's like blood requirements. There are a few other things. Another noted is mortal terror.
Oh no.
And you all, Flan and Jen, you notice that the name Kelmora is written on this on this paper, but neither of you know what that means.
Oh.
Kelmora. Kelmora.
Hey Sam,
Yes.
we have some suspicions of what might have happened to the kid,
Mm-hmm.
Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping it didn't happen already. But this is some like demonic like ritual-esque stuff, and some just your typical blood sacrifices and mortal terror. Just
Oh, I'm gonna
typical-
kill her. I'm gonna kill her if she's hurt this child.
She probably, even if she hasn't, she intends to.
Okay, I'm gonna kill her. I want to go look at the altar.
There's like a strange thing carved out of. You're not sure if it's wood or some kind of bone.
What does
or
it look like?
it is a hand made up of this black, grasping, almost liquid-looking substance reaching up towards a shattered diamond, a shattered heart, a shattered club, and a shattered spade, all held aloft by this hand.
What the hell? What the fuck?
What the hell?
So all four?
The four symbols of the kingdoms
Yeah.
are shattered and broken
Yeah, I don't know.
and
what the fuck.
held up.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing holding them. They're just floating in midair above this hand.
Can I poke
Can
it
I
with...
touch the spade?
I was gonna poke it with the fucking...
Yeah, and it jostles, and you see the fragments move and swirl for a moment, and then they reform to still show the symbol, but clearly broken.
Ooh.
Because I'm thinking, is this like...
Religious-wise?
Yeah.
Is this something any of us would have run across?
Yeah.
You want to make me a religion check?
Yeah. Would Jen know this?
Sure.
Can I too?
Sure.
Yeah.
18.
No. None of you know what this is.
Okay.
You've never heard the name Kelmora before. You know that there are other gods, but
Because I was thinking, like, is this some sort of symbol for a religion that's, like, outside of the four kingdoms, that's, like, violence-driven?
you have no idea.
I don't know.
It's incredibly alien to you, to all of you. Nothing...
How big is the altar?
It's like a small shrine. It's not big. It's like the size of a stand-up microphone. It's very small.
So where's
What happened if I
is
pocketed it?
this picture, whatever?
Do you wanna
is
grab
like
it?
on the wall, or where is it?
It's on a thing by her bed.
I'm
Like
afraid.
a stand by her bed.
I'm
What's
afraid
in
to
her
grab it.
chest?
It's locked.
Can I pick
Can
it?
I try and pick it?
Yes,
Sure.
too.
Flan, do you pocket the statue?
Should I?
Do you?
25.
Yeah, the chest pops open, no problem. The DC was 15.
Ugh.
Inside you find two small vials filled with a blue salt-like substance.
Okay.
You find a now ragged set of robes.
Mm.
Okay. I'll take the blue vials.
Okay. And you find a scroll.
Ugh.
What's inside the scroll?
You don't do magic, you have no idea.
Can I go
Okay.
over and...
I'll hand the scroll to Flan.
Right, so the scroll is for a spell. Summon lesser demon.
I wouldn't.
Are there any like hidden compartments in the chest?
No. It's just a chest.
Okay. Alright.
I don't want to pocket that statue. It's like a bad omen, but also I'm like very interested.
When we were fighting her, did she have any visible tattoos?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Well, she was also like
Covered head to toe in robes.
Yeah.
We should go check the other rooms.
yeah. I was thinking. I was like, how many different?
There are two
There's
rooms on the
two
left,
on
one
the
that you've
left.
already passed, and one that you still would have to walk past.
Can we go back to the one that we passed?
Sure. Inside that room, you see a pool of water, and more candles that are unlit. But that pool, even in the dark, is reflective. See yourself in it. It
Are there
seems
any
like a couple feet deep.
That's scary.
Are there any stones around?
There are many.
Okay, can I pick up a stone?
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn to Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the light thing to this again?
She nods and casts light on the rock.
And I'll toss it in.
You toss it in, and it splashes, and the like water ripples, and like the room's a little brighter now, but the water is still reflective. And as the ripples settle, you all still see yourselves. The water's slightly cloudy underneath, so you really only see yourselves.
But the lights disappeared.
No, it's there, and it's like
It's there.
cascading through the murk a little bit to light up the room, but not too well.
Oh no, I want to. Is that all in that room?
Yeah, this one is just a pool of water.
How big is the pool of water, by the way?
Like 30 by 15.
Oh, that's big. Okay. Scary.
Scary pool.
I'm not gonna touch that. I want to check out the next room.
Okay.
Up on the left, right?
You go into this one, and here you see a much larger desk, and there are various like ingredients and items here. You see a couple of mushrooms and herbs are hanging from the ceiling. You see that by the entrance, because it's not really a door, it's just an opening.
Mm-hmm.
There looks to be 2 weapon racks that are currently empty. One seems about dagger sized, the other seems about longsword sized. There are multiple alchemy tools on the table. It also looks like there are a couple of bloodstains, but these ones look old.
Old.
Just a couple?
How old?
Make
me a medicine check.
How old? I don't think you'd be able to determine.
A week ago. That's 19.
Fucking, they're old. Older than a week.
You said there was a desk?
Yes, the large desk has the bloodstains on it, has the herbs above it. There are other alchemy ingredients above, like on the table.
Are there any drawers?
Is there
No.
any potions or anything there? Like,
No, this looks like a workspace.
Okay.
So,
Can we head
nothing finished or in the
farther?
works?
Yes, and in this, at the end of the corridor, you all see light. And you can hear, very faintly, words.
Can we hear them?
You can hear sound, but you're still too far away to make out anything aside from just, like, chatter.
Is it possible to, like, get closer to hear whatever the fuck is going on without having to enter the fucking room?
You'd have to be real sneaky.
And I'm not.
Can I do that?
You can try.
Put up my hood? Like,
Yeah, you can try.
I don't want to go in the actual room, but I want to, like, sneak close
Roll me a
enough.
stealth check.
Okay.
I mean, we don't even know if it's a room. We just know that it's down
20.
the other end.
Not net.
Okay. You move closer, and now you hear what sounds like chanting. And
boy.
it's in Infernal, but like it's like some kind of dialect of Infernal, so even you aren't getting all of the words, Flan, but you hear something to the effect of, "I call upon you, breaker of chains, reformer of lands, true ruler of our world. Kelmora, come to me. Kelmora, come to me."
Oh.
Is it, like, multiple voices, too?
It's one
Or is it just
voice.
Do I recognize it from the elf lady?
Sounds pretty similar.
I almost want to peek into the room without having to enter the thing, though. Because I want to see what the fuck is
You don't
going
think
on.
you could look in without making yourself known?
Okay, can I sneak back to them?
Yeah.
Hey, guys!
I mean, we're already gonna have to interrupt it, so.
Yeah, there's some weird ritual going on in there.
She was she saying that all in common, like a normal person?
Infernal.
Or... Oh, okay.
In
so
a weird
she...
dialect of Infernal, so even
Oh.
even then it's hard to parse out.
Okay.
Oh, that's even scarier, man.
I could sneak up and throw the darts I forgot I had at her.
Can I
Yeah,
wanna
stealthy
light,
people go first.
yeah, I kind
because
of want to light an arrow on fire and like try to shoot it at her.
You think that the snapping and crackling of a burning arrow might blow your cover.
Okay, then a fucking regular arrow. I don't give a shit.
Okay. You could ready an arrow.
Okay, yeah.
Could Jen try and shoot a crossbow at her too?
You guys can ready an action. You have to sneak up on her so she doesn't see you. Or doesn't, like, notice you come in.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Flan and Sam, you guys go
Okay.
first. You're better at this espionage.
Alright, who's going
secret
first
stuff.
and what are we doing?
I mean, I could go first. I have a ranged weapon, but I don't know.
Okay.
What, like, what's the trigger here, though? Like, okay.
If she notices you, you're not going to have a sneak attack.
Okay, well, I'm the stealthier one, so.
Okay.
So Hood's still up.
Alright, Hood's up, and you have your bow at the ready, just kind of like aiming at her as soon as you see you're going to loose the arrow.
Yeah.
Alright, roll me a stealth check.
23.
So you walk forward, holding onto your bow, and as soon as you round the corner, you hear tension. And you look at your foot, and there's another silver thread. And your stealth was high enough to where you were able to stop yourself before snapping it. But it's there. She took precautions because you already triggered her first alarm spell.
Do we see Flan in this predicament?
Yeah, you saw her stealth up with her bow drawn, focusing intently ahead, and like take a step, feel something, and look down, and she now is like standing on one leg, bow
Okay.
drawn.
Sam will sneak up
I don't know how to fucking disarm that.
behind Flan.
Okay, you are
And-
behind her.
Okay. Do I notice her predicament?
There's a trap here.
Ugh.
You notice the silver thread. Flan,
Change-
you can make me an Arcana check to see what you know about this spell.
I have 5.
You aren't sure whether or not touching it sets it off, or if something else. You aren't sure.
Yep.
Could I step over it?
Do you want to step over it?
Yeah, we don't know if that sounds the alarm.
Yeah.
All right.
But if I
so
step over it, would I be in her line of sight?
you would be able to see her. So do you step over it?
I'll do it stealth.
Okay. You move your foot over the wire, and as soon as you set your foot down, the wire snaps, but
Fuck.
you all hear nothing. And then, Flan, you hear the chanting stop. And Sam,
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate this.
as you step into this room, you see a large stone, like empty stone room. At the back, you see on a natural rock wall a massive circle of chalk with multiple smaller circles surrounding it, and purple flames dot a few of the circles, and you see a body on an altar with a dagger plunged through it, blood seeping into the stone, running along the ground and up the
Holy
chalk
fucking
circle,
shit!
and slowly encircling more of the outer ring. And you see one of the smaller circles complete, and another fire spring to life. And you
hurry.
see a tall elven woman with her back.
How many circles are there anyway?
You see that there are, Sam sees that there are 12, and currently there are 8 of them lit.
Oh no, we need to hurry. Only 4
Shit.
of them are left.
I'm gonna say, Sam. Did they see the kid?
You see a corpse.
See a corpse.
But is it a kid?
Is it a
corpse?
kid's?
It is a kid's corpse.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, would Sam be
is going to lose their shit.
Yeah.
Okay. As you see this, the elf turns around and greets you, and her eyes are now pitch black.
Mm.
And her hands have these dark, almost as if they were burned, charred. Her fingertips are blackened as well.
Can I take the dash action and tackle this woman to the ground? And just
you can take the dash action, but you wouldn't be able to make a tackle.
attack.
She's close enough where you can just run at her and tackle.
Okay. I want to run at her and tackle and just like.
Make an athletics check contested by her dexterity.
Alright. 18.
Wow. Just barely.
Ooh.
You launch yourself at this woman, and she tries to duck and dive out of the way, but you're able to snag her by her waist, like her center of mass, so she can't quite duck. You have her knocked prone. I want you to roll initiative, everyone.
I don't.
It's even worse than last time.
5.
Okay.
13.
So she goes first. She rolled a 19 plus 2. So she sees this, looks at you and smirks, and starts laughing. And as she cackles, you feel her start to slip out of your grasp, and you are now tackling Fog. And she appears 30 feet away from you, and draws her sword, and launches a blast at you.
Is that still within the room? And
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
large room, like 60 feet wide. An 18 hits, right?
Yes.
So you are going to take 13 points of force damage as an Eldritch
Okay.
Blast rockets into the side of your head. Sam, it is now your turn. She is 30 feet away from you.
Yeah. Sam will run up to her and hit her with her quarterstaff.
Okay.
Natural one.
You sprint forward, and just in your pure rage, you swing and you swing and you swing, and you can't find any purchase. It's almost like she doesn't exist to you. And she's just laughing.
Can I spend a key point?
She, sure, to flurry of blows, but as you swing, she kicks your post staff out of your hands, and it flies a good 10 feet away from you.
Alright, I'll do flurry of blows.
Okay, roll them.
Natural one again. And natural 20.
So you swing wildly, and she just grabs your fist out of the air and twists it tauntingly at you, but you take this opportunity to kind of jump, and you plant your feet in the center of her chest, and you kick off. So you can do your damage. It's 4 plus a d4.
Okay. 9 damage.
Alright, so she takes 9, and she doesn't look very happy about that. She staggers backwards, a little surprised that you were able to muster such a hit after your previous displays, but she's still standing. Flan, you got a 4? 5. So you're next.
Does it take up my turn to give someone a thing of bardic inspiration?
No, it's just your bonus action.
Oh. Okay. Am I in range to attack with a fucking rapier then?
No, she is a little too far, just because she misty stepped away.
Okay, can I try short bow then?
Yeah.
19?
That hits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 1d6. Hold up. +3.
Oh, you have sneak attack because Sam is right there.
Oh.
So you get 2 more d6.
Okay.
So that was 6 plus 3 for the first one.
Yeah.
So just roll 2 more d6 right now.
6, okay, so 9 plus 7, 16.
You take that opportunity as Sam kicks her off to like sprint forward. You slide, aim your bow, and shoot, and it like lands right in the center of her chest, and you hear her like gasp and suck air in.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you wild-eyed, shocked that all of you showed up.
I still want to give. How does it work? Like
you pick a friend and you give them bardic inspiration.
I don't have to give them. Okay, so I get 2. I'll give 1 to.
You can only give 1 at a time.
Yeah. So. Wait, per turn.
Yeah, you can give 1 per turn.
So I'll give 1 of those to Sam.
All right, Sam, you have a d6 that you can add to an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. You are bardically inspired.
For the next
10 minutes.
So use it wisely.
And you can only use it once. Once you use it, it's gone.
Yeah, so a d6.
All right.
Jen and Maya are going to go on the same initiative because they both rolled a 4. Jen, what are you doing?
How far away is she from
Like
me now?
60 feet.
Just shoot her with a crossbow, I guess.
All right, roll it.
Get as close as I can in that turn.
You can get 30 feet then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can I say I moved up also?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. Have that be a menacing attack.
I think a menacing attack has to be a melee attack.
No, it just says a weapon attack.
Okay.
That's fun.
She saves.
Oh.
She rolled a
fun.
17 on the die.
Yeah.
But you still do the extra damage.
That's 20 damage.
Ow! So another crossbow bolt sinks its way, like, also in her chest, like, right in her sternum, and she looks to you guys and looks at the chalk wall and looks very worried. Maya's going to run up her 30 feet and try and chuck a hand axe at her, because she's not very good at range. That's bad, and it misses horribly. That was a 3. So you all see it sail a little wide. And it comes to this lady's turn. And she's going to look at you all, and she sprints towards the altar.
Ooh.
And for her action, she's going to grab the dagger out of the corpse of the child.
Ugh.
And she plunges it into herself. And you all see that her blood, like, splatters on the chalk wall. And whatever slow process was happening now, it accelerates, and you see the other 4 lights ignite. And she collapses. No. And then you all see her body convulse and just twitch and slowly crawl back up. And you see 2 hands reach out of the top of her head and pull it apart.
Excuse me!
And the halves of this witch are thrust aside, and you see this black, inky, shadowy, horrid creature pull itself out of her head.
Ew!
And you see 2 large black bat wings sprout out of its back as it pulls its torso out.
Holy shit.
And the wings flap once and twice, and it catapults its way out of the body of Grandma Bags. And you see that where legs should be, there are none. Whatever this was supposed to be probably didn't get done right, but she did summon something.
Ew.
It needs to roll initiative. It got a 17. So it goes right after her, who is now dead. It... How far can you move? Okay. It's going to look around, and, how scared is everybody of this thing?
Jen actually isn't as scared as she was of the elf.
Flan is terrified.
Okay.
I think Sam would be too blind in their anger to be scared.
All right, so this thing like shoots up into the sky and makes a dive towards Jen
Oh, of course.
because you aren't scared and you should be. It's going to try and rake its claws at you. 15 misses though, right?
Yep.
So you're able to duck out of the way as these claws seem to fade in and out of existence as they swipe towards you. It is Sam's turn. This thing is like 10 feet-ish in the air.
Oh, it's flying right now?
It has wings. It is flying. It has no
Yes.
legs, but it's got claws and wings and some horns, and it looks nasty.
It's close to Jen, right?
Yes.
Where's my quarterstaff in relation to Jen?
Far. Farther than your
Far.
movement would allow. It's
Okay.
60 feet from... It is currently 60 feet away from you. And your bow staff is 15 feet away in the other direction.
Oh, okay. Wait, the demon's 60 feet away from me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
okay.
also 10 feet in the air.
Can I potentially use the momentum of a dash action to vault off of Jen and punch it?
You... I'll let you do it at disadvantage.
Okay.
Alright, first of all, make me an athletics check to make sure you don't you don't gore yourself on her horns.
Okay.
Yeah.
10.
Well, you don't gore yourself, but it's gonna scratch. You'll take a little bit of
Ow!
damage, but I'll still let you
Okay.
do this.
Alright.
Jen, what's your constitution modifier?
+1.
Alright, and you're level 4. So you take 5 points of piercing damage as you run yourself along this girl's horns as you fucking vault off of her.
Okay. 9.
That misses.
Yep.
So you run in like flying Superman punch style, and your fist just kind of phases through the thing. And you hear a voice in your head say, "Pathetic."
Ooh.
I hate it.
Who's next? Flan? It's you.
Well, it's in the air.
It is in the
I can
air.
attack them. So another short bow.
Okay.
Attack. I get sneak attack, right? 'Cause-
No,
no.
nobody's close enough to be a sneak attack right now because it is above.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's within 5 feet of it.
Okay, actually, then can I cast Fireball instead?
Okay.
Okay.
Roll it.
Oh, 15.
That hits.
Okay. 5.
So you shoot this firebolt at this shadow demon, and it impacts, but it just disperses through his frame. He doesn't seem to take all of the damage.
Okay.
He looks resistant to fire,
Damn it.
but he still takes 2.
Ay.
Jen, it's your turn.
Ooh, so, like, how far above?
He's within reach for you to use your glaive to hit him.
Okay. That definitely hits. That's a 25 to hit.
Oh no, I think that's gonna yeah, it hits. He has a low AC.
Yeah. Okay. And that's gonna be a menacing attack. So.
He is wise. He crits. So, if anything, you are intimidated by it.
It's always worth a try, man.
So, you cut into it, and as you try to be menacing, you hear a voice in your head say, "There is only one thing you should be scared of."
And it's not you.
So roll your damage.
Yeah. 10 damage, and she's gonna action surge and try and hit him again.
Okay, you see that your glaive actually manages to cut through, and you see this black Icarus ooze shoot out of the demon as you cut through it. Whatever magic is on your glaive seems to actually affect him.
Ooh. Hope so. Okay, so I'm gonna attack it with the glaive again.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun. Not 20 plus 6.
Alright, so you have max damage on your glaive currently. You get to roll another set of damage dice.
So the second dice roll is a 1, and the...
So it would be
Dice roll.
11 plus 4.
Yeah.
So you deal 15 damage. This thing does not look amused. Alright. Maya is gonna try and walk up, and it is 10 feet above her. So she's going to try and jump and hit it at disadvantage. No. Okay. And then fucking it was cocked for the first one, so... Wow, Maya, hey-o! That is 18 to hit. Yeah, she smacks him, and she's gonna smite the bastard, so...
Yeah.
2, 3, and because he is a fiend, I get another one. So, wow, that sucks.
Ooh.
So you see her blade gleam with some divine light as it carves through this creature. And as she cuts in, as she jumps, the light seems to pour out of him, burning, and you see these like charring orange lines as if you were burning like fabric, and he starts to pull away a little bit. That seems to really hurt him. In layman's terms, he's weak to radiant damage.
Of course.
It's his turn now, and he is not a fan of what Maya did, so he's going to try and hit her. Because she hurt real bad. Holy fuck, he hit.
Oh no.
She has an AC of 20. Ooh. So he slices into Maya, and you see her grasp at her head after the claws cut through her. She does not like whatever he just did.
Like, did he, like, land a physical attack, or was...
His hand passed through her, but she's clutching the side of her head, like grinding her teeth. Sam, it's your turn. He's now within 5 feet because he went to attack Maya.
Okay.
And he couldn't disengage and leave.
I'll punch him.
Roll it.
I just realized I haven't been,
21.
That hits.
I just realized I haven't been using my whole sentinel thing at all. Pretty helpful.
It'd be like that sometimes.
6 damage.
Alright, your fist seems to phase through his body as you punch, though, so not all of the force is connecting. He seems resistant to your punch.
I'll go into patient defense and spend a key point then.
Okay.
Wait, did she use the D6 I gave her yet?
She is not.
Okay.
But
Wait,
I
what does the
messed
D6
up on the
do?
damage calculation, so he's looking a little nicer
Explain?
than normal.
She was asking what
Oh.
the D6 was.
You have Bardic Inspiration. Whenever you choose, you can add a D6 to an attack roll, saving throw, or an ability check. You have 1 to use. You have 10 minutes to use it.
Wait, so can you roll first and then be like,
And
oh,
then
this
choose,
is shitty?
oh, fuck, I rolled a 6, but maybe if I roll another 6, I'll, do good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I messed up the damage calculation a little bit. He's a little healthier than before. Because the longsword damage is
I
not
don't know
fully
what
radiant.
that means, but okay.
I accidentally doubled Maya's longsword damage for the smite too, instead of just the radiant. Alright, so, Flan, it's your turn.
Ah, fuck it. I'll just use my last spell slot to cast Chromatic Orb again.
Okay. What flavor?
Let's do cold. I don't know why.
Cold?
I'm just like, yeah.
Okay.
If fire doesn't work, I don't know.
Okay.
18.
You hit.
Okay.
So you form this frozen solid ball crystal in your hand, and you chuck it at this creature, and it grabs it out of the air and crushes it in front of you and powders it into dust and says in your head, "The 9 hells are colder than you'd ever imagine."
Ooh.
The cold does not affect him. Jen, it's your turn.
Okay. So how far away are they now?
It's within 5 feet of you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it with the glaive again.
All right.
One. That's a 10 to hit.
That, unfortunately, does not hit.
Yeah.
You go to swing, but he sees you coming in time, and he starts to make himself seem more mist-like, and he phases through the like handle of your glaive as you swing. It's Maya's turn, and she's gonna try and hit him again. Oh, that's a crit. Okay. She's gonna throw a smite on that, so... Oh god. It explodes. I don't think I could do enough damage to not kill it. So this thing explodes in a shower of light as Maya runs, like, sticks her blade into the center of its mass. And you see this beam of divine energy shoot out of his fucking face. And he just burns away into a pile of ash and some black ooze. But his claws stay. And they are gross and shadowy.
I want to go check the kid.
He's yeah, he had a dagger stabbed right through his heart. If you want, you can make me a medicine check.
Okay. Where'd my d20 go? There it is. 18.
Looks like he died about half an hour ago.
Are his eyes open?
Yes.
I'm gonna close them.
It's easy enough.
And I'll take my hood out of my bag and just wrap him in it and pick him up.
Okay. The corpse of the elf is still there. The dagger and her sword are on the ground.
Is the sword still celestially and sparkly?
Yes.
I'll go hand that to Jen or Flan, whoever will take it.
I'll take it. Looks pretty. Is there wasn't there a smaller version or something like that?
No, there's a dagger, and this one looks like ritualistic.
Oh.
It could be spooky magic. It did do some weird blood shit earlier.
Ooh.
We should probably destroy that.
Which one? The ritual dagger?
Yes, the ritual dagger.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be a good idea. Are we sure this is all done? Like, this is the only thing she managed to bring?
Is there...
If you look at the chalk wall, the flames have extinguished. So whatever was supposed to happen happened, and you think you killed it.
Is the chalk still there?
I mean, yeah, it's just like is a chalk drawing on a wall.
Let's mess it up so that it's not.
All right. Yeah.
How much does it cost to revive someone?
A lot.
Well, Revivify's out of the question because it's been longer than a minute, but Raise Dead costs 500 gold.
Oh.
And you have 10 days to do it.
We could do that.
You know that there are clerics in the town that could perform such a thing.
Okay.
Do you all head right back to town, or are you going to try and take a night and just rest?
I wouldn't want to rest in that hellhole.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can sleep in that.
Her hands are just left behind. Are they like...
The creature, the demons, the claws.
Yeah, sorry. The creatures.
The creature's claws are still left behind. They are lifeless, but incredibly sharp.
What the fuck? I don't know.
Flan, you have a tinderbox or something, right?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
I hand it to...
I'll hand the child to her. Sam's gonna go burn the witch's body.
Good idea.
Yeah, you pick up both halves and you put them over each other and you light a fire and she chars.
Both halves. After we leave, we should burn down this house too.
Maya nods in agreement.
We don't want to leave all this stuff here.
There's no loot.
The loot is the sword, the dagger, and the claws. And the scroll.
I'll pull out the journal I found.
Okay.
And hand it to, Jen.
Okay.
Oh.
Jen, it is a journal in Infernal.
What is it talking about?
It talks about this woman. Her name was Desia. Desia.
Mm-hmm.
And it talks about how in her dreams she heard a voice telling her that soon there will be a place where people will not be separated based on where they were born. The wars will end. I will bring order. I will return the world to where it's supposed to be. There are multiple scribblings of the name Kelmora and how this god will break this broken world and form it again. And she continues on talking about how in her dreams Kelmora revealed a way to bring itself here to this physical world. And it talked to Desia about how to do that. And the rest of the journal details essentially her process in getting that and her like scouting possible sacrifices and a plan to abduct Marcus.
Now I kind of want to take the fucking altar thingy.
It's still in the room.
I'll just take it because I'm interested.
Okay. As you touch it, it's ice cold to the touch, but you can put it in your bag easily.
We gotta revive the kid.
You all can find the way back to town fairly easily, and the guards see you carrying this bundle, this kid, and they ask what's going on. Do you light the place on fire?
Yeah.
As you leave? Alright. And does anybody take the claws?
I'll say I took them because I was interested.
Okay. So, you can start a fire, and you can watch the house burn if you want, or you can just walk away. And just leave it to
Jen's
burn.
probably gonna make sure it burns.
Right. And if you spend like a couple of minutes, you'll see that the fire catches and the whole house goes down, and thankfully the fire doesn't spread. But the house is reduced to charred ash and rubble. But yeah, you make it back to town, and the guards ask what happened.
Can we just say we explain? I don't know.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, there was a.
I wasn't sure if any of y'all were gonna come up with some different story.
Nah.
We'll just say vague, like abduction, or like we took care of whatever.
Alright, they look surprised, but they nod and they let you in. You all know the quickest way to the church. I assume you all knock on the door.
Yeah.
It takes a couple of minutes, but eventually a young half-elven woman opens the door in like clearly sleeping clothes. And she
What a thing to wake her
looks
up
a little confused and like annoyed as she opens the door, but then she sees the bloody bundle in your hands, and her face drops. And she ushers you all in quickly. She says she'll go get help. And a moment passes, and another a priest comes out, and he asks to see the child. And he pulls back it was like a hooded cloak. And he sees the kid is clearly dead, and he asks how long it's been.
I don't know how long it took from the place to the town.
Like an hour.
The medicine check was 30 minutes. How long did it take to get to
like
town?
2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours.
And he nods and he says, we'll have to wait for morning for the stalls to open to get the supplies for the spell. We can bring him back.
Okay.
Will his family be covering the cost, or...
I figured we were gonna do that.
No, we don't want them to have to
well.
worry about this.
We will require 500 for the materials.
Sam will
just
hand
for
them.
the process of it will cost another 4. It is a resource heavy, taxing.
900?
Yeah,
Sam will give them 68 platinum.
680 gold is put forward. You guys require 320. And Maya will slap down 150. So.
How much left is needed then?
170.
Okay. So.
I'll put 100.
Right.
Oh. I guess I'll just put 70 then.
Alright. They invite you to rest at the church if you need to try to sleep, or they have meals if you're hungry.
We should do that.
Yeah. Jen definitely wants to sleep in a quote-unquote holy place after that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You all can take a long rest. Flan, as you go to sleep, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm scared. 11?
You have a strange dream. You are in a dark space, but it's not cold and it doesn't feel isolated. If anything, it feels a little warm. You feel at peace, and you hear a voice whisper, "Do you seek a way through the corruption, child? Is that why you saved me from the fire?"
I'm confused.
Then was it pure curiosity that led you to take up my effigy?
I'll just say that. Like, dude, I don't fucking know.
Did you say yes?
Yeah.
Well, I offer a way through the corruption of this world, of your people's rulers, of your people's gods. If you would but follow it. I'm not gonna do that. Do you say no?
I'm gonna reject.
It pauses for a moment and says, "Then you will regret this." And you wake up and you start coughing very hard.
What the fuck?
And you keep coughing and you start seeing this black smoke come out of your mouth.
Oh shit.
And you can't breathe. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
12.
You cough and you cough and you cough, and after a moment you are able to get your breath back and choke down whatever this is. and you spit up this sludge, and it pours out of you, and you take 9 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then you can try and go back to bed.
I am not gonna go back to bed after that. I want to find a way to destroy it.
Do you look in your bag for it?
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh. Okay. Oh dear. Don't fucking know. Okay.
Did any of us hear her like hacking
I'm
up
pretty sure
alone?
that's something like
I
they would have heard.
You all were offered separate rooms. I don't know if anybody slept together. That is an option.
I'm
I
used
feel
to
like
us
after that-
sleeping to- I
All
feel
right,
like
then
we're
yeah. Anybody who is in the room with, or well, make me a perception check -5.
Okay. -5.
They're asleep.
16.
Yeah, you awaken to the sound of Flan coughing, and if you as you open your eyes, you see her spit up this black sludge, and you see this smoke dissipate throughout the chamber, and then just kind of fizzle out as twinkles of light replace them.
Fuck.
Ooh.
And you see her dig around in her bag for something, but you can't find it, it seems.
Flan?
Guys,
What?
the altar's gone.
You brought it with you?
Maya's asleep.
I thought they would have seen me take it. I didn't try to do that quiet,
I mean, they still might not have noticed.
That's fair.
They were stress and whatever.
Yeah, I stuck it in my bag. It was there before I went to sleep.
Okay, I guess I can't blame you.
I
Even
mean,
though we tried to
and then
burn
I
it
woke
down.
up coughing up this.
No, it's fine. It's fine, Flan. You did it.
I
And
heard voices threatening me.
Yeah, that's probably the Kalmora dude or whatever.
I don't know.
On the bright side, Flan, they're not strong anymore. They might still be out there, but they don't have Desia. Desia? Yeah. They don't
Desia.
have that. Desia. They don't have Desia anymore. They don't have that.
I'm surprised you're that calm about this.
I mean, it is a scary demon, but
It says I'm gonna
still-
regret
it's still a
this, and then
demon.
I woke up coughing up black sludge.
Yeah, well, it's natural for a
It's
scared
natural.
thing. It's natural for anything scared to try and lash out. There wasn't really anything else you could do other than say no, Flan. So you did the right thing. That's all there is to do about it. Okay? If that just taking that little hand was, if that saved them, if they admitted that they would have died with a fire or whatever, it doesn't even have to be too logical of a thing. You're gonna be fine, Flan. They might. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If they say they're gonna do stuff, they're gonna try to do stuff. But Flan, now we know about it. We can do something about it, okay?
I sure hope so. I'm not gonna go back to sleep after that, dude.
Then you will not benefit from a long rest. You won't get your slots back, and
That's fine.
okay. Anybody who does can get a long rest.
Really? Actually, never mind. I
You
fucking
can-
should sleep.
You can try to fall back asleep, and even just trying will give you a long rest. But if you choose to stay awake,
Yeah,
you
I'll
will
try.
forfeit a long rest. All right.
So anyway,
It's a long night, but eventually you do, just because of sheer exhaustion, pass out. And you all wake up, and the priest comes and gets you. And you all can move towards the jeweler's district and pick up the diamonds required to cast the spell. And through over the course of a little while, the priest casts the spell, and you're all there to witness as an orb of light descends from the roof of the church and plants itself in Marcus's chest, and his wounds begin to close, and color returns to his skin, and his eyes shoot open, and he takes in a big gulp of air, and he shoots up, and he looks back and forth, and he looks scared and confused.
It's over now, Marcus.
And he looks at Jen, and he like scurries back, and he says, who are you?
Your parents sent us after you when you went missing.
You're not with Grandma Bags, right?
No, she's gone now. For good.
He's shaking in fear.
I mean, yeah, he got fucking stabbed.
He says,
Sam,
where
Sam go
am
up?
I?
You're in a church back in the city. You're safe now, okay?
Okay. Where?
can Sam approach them
Yeah, can Jen approach them?
slowly?
He backs away from the both of you as you move forward, and he backs away from the priest. He doesn't know any of you. He's very scared. You can all try to make me general charisma checks to see.
Where the fuck were the parents then?
Did you
We
alert them
didn't
that their
notify
child is
them.
dead?
No, but were they in the fucking?
They are not currently in the church.
Oh, okay, I was like, if they're just like fucking in another room.
18.
That 10.
That's cocked. He looks like he wants to move backwards, but he tries to push, and his arms just give out. He looks exhausted. He's scared, but
You've been through a lot, Marcus, okay?
he nods.
Hey there, Marcus. Do you like
Hi,
music?
How do you know my name?
I know your parents. Do you like music, Marcus?
I guess.
I'll take out my flute.
Aww.
You have a flute?
I have a flute.
Booze and
You
flutes?
told me about this. I forgot about it.
Alright.
It's a monk thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
It is. They get permission to have one musical instrument. Okay. Roll me a performance check if you're going to play the flute.
Natural 20 plus 3.
It's beautiful. And you all hear this this beautiful flute song that Sam busts out of fucking nowhere. And the kid seems to calm down, and honestly, he seems to be lulled by the song, and he just falls asleep. He's exhausted.
I'm gonna go pick him up.
We could probably just take him to his parents now.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
still a giant hole in his shirt, and it's covered in blood, but he's alive. And he does have a
We should
scar,
change
like a
his
pretty fucking nasty scar where his...
We need to change the shirt, try and make it less obvious what happened.
Yeah, can we do that?
Okay.
Still
You
explain
guys
to
can
his
go out and
parents.
buy the child a shirt.
Yeah.
That's not.
He does have a massive scar.
That's fine. Just as long as there's no fucking blood stain.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can buy him a shirt.
Oh, fuck.
Because the thing is, the scar doesn't immediately mean, oh yeah, he was dead. Just
I mean,
means
we're still
something
gonna
bad
tell
happened.
them, like,
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
your boy may or may not have kicked it.
Kick the bucket because this bad elf lady.
but I'm just saying, like, it's better to present a boy who's not covered in fucking blood, because that's just like,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
ugh.
You all can buy the clothes, and do you wait for him to wake up to present him to his parents, or do you want to do it while he's asleep?
I
and...
say while he's asleep.
All right,
He's
cool.
asleep so that he doesn't freak out.
All right, so somebody changes the boy,
Somebody changes the boy.
and you all can
Jim's
take
here.
take him to meet his parents, and they fall to their knees in tears, and the like they get up and they run, and they pick him out of your arms and hold him real tight and close to their chest, and the parents, they can't thank you enough. They don't have money, but they will make sure people know that you people are great and are heroes.
That's enough.
It's not much, they say, but well, they do have something that ran in the family, and they hand you a small locket.
A locket. Who they hand it to?
Who hands the boy over?
Me, since I'm holding him.
So they hand it to Jen. Or no, since Jen is holding the boy, they would hand it to whoever's next to Jen.
Someone else should grab it.
Sam will take it.
So they hand it to Sam. They say it's been in their family for generations. It's like a good luck charm.
Aww.
Anytime they need to win people over or just, be good with people, this seems to help them calm their nerves or calm other people's nerves. They're not sure, but it's helped them get through a lot through prejudices and trials and tribulations. And they hope it helps.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're just glad that he's back with his family now.
Do we explain what happened to his
I
parents?
don't think in gross detail, but we should say, like...
Yeah.
You tell them that he died.
I think so, yeah. I think that's an important...
They sit there, white as sheets, and they nod their heads, and they really can't thank you enough. You brought their boy back to life. If there's anything they can do for you, whatever it might be, don't hesitate to let them know.
Okay.
If there's anything else we want to do before we wrap up, we can get to that.
Can we look for a bookstore?
Oh gosh.
Sure. There is a bookstore. There's the Qualified Quill.
Okay. Sam's gonna look for a book on etiquette and manners.
Oh my god.
And
Do
Jen...
you ask the owner of the bookstore? Or are you just looking?
I think they would ask.
Okay, so the owner, a human female, points you, or like walks with you to a place, and she like scours the shelves, and she pulls out an introduction into basic court etiquette, volume 1.
Volume 1.
And then she reaches around and she pulls out the Dummy's Guide to Etiquette. And then she moves around again and she pulls out, So You Don't Want to Be Embarrassed at a Dinner Party. Which one do you pick?
The dinner party one?
Okay, that one is 1 gold piece.
Jen is here also.
And they'll also ask, do you have any books that help solve life crises?
She says, Well, we don't have therapists on call, dear.
Oh, okay.
But there are self-help books over there. And she points in a direction.
Yeah, you need some help.
I'll go look at those.
There are 100 steps to get your life back on track. There's one by the Oprah Book Club that just says, You do you better. And there's one that's like, Turning Your Life Around for Dummies.
I'll get the Turning Your Life Around for Dummies.
Of course you would. She will just give you that one because you look like you need it more than the store does.
What was the other book called?
So You Don't Want to Embarrass Yourself at a Dinner Party.
Okay.
Oh my.
I'll get those.
Alright, so the total is 1 gold.
Jen
For
is
the
there
book.
too.
What does Jen want from the bookstore?
She wants a book of how to not fuck up with animals. Specifically cats.
You find 2 books. You find Eve Sterwin's Wildlife Survival Guide. And you find The Cat Whisperer.
Grab the cat whisperer.
By
How much is
Jackson Galaxy.
Yes. Yes, by Jackson Galaxy.
How much?
5 silver.
Okay. I don't know how to break down gold.
It's half a gold. You could just give her a gold and fucking tell her to whatever, tip or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Flan, do you want to go to the bookstore?
No. I'm good.
Okay.
And Maya can't read.
No, she can't. So she just kind of stands outside.
Or she can grab a picture book.
Also, where did we have Skittles during this whole thing?
I assume he was
Not
freaking the
with us.
fuck out around
I don't-
Flan.
I just thought I would leave him in the fucking inn.
Oh, okay, then he's in the inn.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna take a fucking cat on a
Okay, I don't know.
danger.
Yeah, that was pretty. That'd be
Because
pretty.
the inn allows pets.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Left him a little.
Would we
food
even
bowl.
tell them about the pet? No.
Probably
Well, I mean,
wouldn't.
we could have left it with Nick.
That sounds like a
Nick sounds like he'd
do
be
you-
very bad with
Do you
pets.
leave it with Nick?
no. Cause they stick around with Flan, so I don't think
Would you
Flan
leave
would
it with
leave
Nick,
them with
Flan?
Nick.
He could watch Skittles.
No.
But Flan trusts him the least. He hates him more than the
I
rest.
would trust leaving Skittles in my room with like a fucking water bowl and a food bowl than like.
Then in Nick's personal care.
Because I don't know if the cat will attack Nick, and I don't.
I was
I'm
gonna
too
I was
lazy
gonna
to-
roll
Oh,
that
yeah,
attack
you're
with
so
you
scared
to
about
see how
how
well
Nick-
it went. But yeah, if you leave him in the room, he stays in the room.
Cool.
Alright, anything else to do in the fucking town? I will say that you will need to get the claws fitted to some gloves. You can't just use them outright. But once you do that, you're good.
I don't think I could afford that because I only have 8 gold and 4 silver.
What?
How the fuck did you spend 1,000 gold?
I
thought-
spent it on the kid.
Yeah, but where'd the rest of it go?
She always
Um,
spends all of her gold on everything. She likes treating people. That's just the character.
Some alcohol.
Do you say you have no gold?
If you tell us, we can help you get it.
I guess.
Maya tosses you 300. She has a lot, and she does not spend any money.
Where did you get all of this?
Saving.
Oh,
Thank you.
She signs a thank you back and then realizes that you don't speak in Thieves' Cat and says, "You're welcome."